As we grow our evangelism shift initiative around the world, our vision is a disciple-making movement of churches across the world whose people have a culture of living as witnesses in their everyday encounters, calling others to respond to Christ. Well, to have a movement, you have to have multiplication, and this is one of our great focuses in Evangelism Shift. Just a couple of weeks ago, my assistant Josh Bloomfield and I were in Fiji, and we saw some of this multiplication happening. A couple of years ago, we started Evangelism Shift in our pilot church in Fiji, first AOG church in the capital, Suva. Among the people who attended the year's worth of training on living as a witness was a missionary couple who are church planting among Muslims. Several times during the year, the husband, who we'll call Charlie, was saying to me how I wish I had received this training when I was just starting church planting. They applied the principles and saw people coming to Christ. The next year, Charlie took our tool, Life to Life, which teaches the same principles in a self-study group, a huddle we called it. And he said, I want to be a person of influence. And he selected some key leaders from different church networks and different organizations in Fiji and invited them to do Life to Life with him. Well, they too were deeply impacted through that. One of them has now become our national coordinator in Fiji. His name is Sunya. And as Josh and I were meeting with Sunya's first multiplication team in Fiji, here it was made up of these people that Charlie had taken through Life to Life. Each of them are now beginning to take groups of key leaders in their own networks through Life to Life. And people are coming to Christ in these groups. We heard different ones of them sharing their stories of the people that God is using them to reach for Christ. Just a little taste of the multiplication that is happening as we see a disciple-making movement of churches whose people have a culture of living as witnesses in their everyday encounters. This is what we are working towards, and we're so glad you're partnering with us in seeing this come to reality.